Loki's helping himself by helping herself. That's himself. That's themselves. They're helping themselves.
Yeah, you got there in the end.
Well, you're not going to be happy to see me.
Yeah! Yes, Mobius! Who is this, the one that remains?
He who remains. Roman Reigns.
You there, sitting at home. Acknowledge me.
She stopped. Ooh.
I'm gonna need a nap after this.
He showed growth. He tries to fight Thanos in our timeline, and in this timeline, this Loki, as we can see, also changes. And you can argue the only Loki that hasn't changed is
Sylvie.
Sylvie.
Yeah, she stayed more the same.
She stayed the same. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our channel. It's your boy, Chosen Wizdom.
And it's your girl, Divergent Cow.
Yes, sir, and we're back with another reaction, review, breakdown, discussion, and everything in between. It is Loki episode 6. It's the final episode of the season, guys.
And it's called For All Time, Always. So, I think it's probably going to get deep.
Let me go deep, deep, deep. Smash the like, turn on your notifications, and if you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe, people. We are finally here. We did promise you guys we will react to Loki, and I know it's taken us a long while. I think our first reaction was when, you know, it was first released.
Yeah.
And we're only now reacting to episode 6. And we have watched the whole season, of course, but we didn't react to episode 3 and 4 or 5, actually. Yeah. We had a lot on, time constraints. And, you know, we thought instead of not reacting to the rest of it, let's react to the last episode of the season and give you a review, you know, have a little discussion about what we thought of the season overall. So we are here to react to episode 6, the final episode of the season, and to have a little Loki discussion, essentially. So stick with us, guys. As usual, guys, thank you for the comments on our reaction for episode 1 and 2. Like I said, we reacted to episode 1 and 2, but not 3, 4, and 5. But they were amazing, those episodes. And all the episodes, to be honest, have been really, really good. But let's quickly recap what happened in episode 3, 4, and 5.
So episode 3 was called Lamentis, and that was the episode where Sylvie and Loki spent some time together, and we discovered that the TVA staff were variants themselves.
Yeah, another great episode. Really, really deep reveal. We kind of predicted that they were going to be variants.
Episode 4 was called the NEXUS event, and that's where we discovered that the timekeepers were fake. Something else we sort of predicted around, I think, episode 1. Just had a feeling. Yeah. Just had a feeling.
It's crazy. They're cyborgs. The machines.
Yeah.
All this time. Can you imagine the people who you've been taking orders from?
Yeah.
Your life's, you know, your existence. And they're machines. Like, that's absolutely crazy. We kind of predicted something along those lines anyway.
That the timekeepers would be some sort of false prophets, fake. And it turns out they were. But as we went into episode 5, we still haven't figured out sort of who's above the timekeepers, or who's kind of pulling the strings, so to speak.
Yeah, who the puppet master is.
Yeah, and also in episode 4, we saw Mobius get murdered, and that was a tearjerker for me. I know we didn't record it, but I was actually bawling. I was like, I can't believe it, after everything he dedicated himself to that TVA.
But he's back, isn't he? Kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
In a way.
Episode 5.
Yeah.
Episode 5, which was called Journey into Mystery, was a really fun episode because we got to see the multiple Lokis, including a little baby alligator Loki, which was really cute.
Alligator Loki. These guys are ridiculous. Really.
And that episode was epic.
Yeah. It was good to see all those Lokis together.
I think some of you had mentioned in the comments that Loki goes in a direction that you wouldn't expect. So I'm wondering what's going to happen then in the finale. I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty deep because there's been some deep things happening in every episode, really. From
Loki admitting that he is bisexual, you know, it's not clear. The fact that he's in love with himself, or a version of himself as well. There's so many layered things. There's so many things we can talk about when it comes to this show.
Yeah, I think that's very interesting. Like, is that sort of a a real way of demonstrating that sort of narcissistic personality trait where you might overhype yourself.
It's a good show. It's not just been about fighting and action. It's about this discovery, really. Let's stop talking about it.
Yeah, let's do this.
It's been a fun ride. Those of you who's been on the journey with us on episode 1 and 2, thank you guys. But this is it, episode 6.
Yeah.
The final one. You ready? Let's watch this.
Let's do this.
Hey,
why is it all of their voices? They've never done that before. What's going to happen in this episode? Uh-oh. Whoa. It's kind of pretty.
What is going on? That's crazy.
Like planets.
Universes, galaxies.
Multiverses.
What the heck?
This reminds me of that movie with the staircase, the cartoon one.
That's crazy.
That's Beyond the Void. So Beyond the Void is like all time. Is that what they mean by for all time always? The name of the episode?
Wow, what does that mean?
That is all of time in that one place. Because time isn't just linear, is it? It's... Oh my goodness. I'm gonna need a nap after this.
This is crazy. It's gonna be like a little child. Hi, I look after time.
Yeah, you know, it's always got your right.
It's fun.
You tell me not to kick the door in. Well, if you think it's a bad idea, I prefer you to speak your mind.
No.
That'll be a first.
Wow, so that place is her. Like she's existed before, like way before he was even. Oh, it's her, Miss Hippie.
Welcome to the Citadel at the end of time. Y'all had an awfully long journey to. He's impressed.
Who's impressed?
He who remains.
And who is he?
And he wants to offer you a deal. And y'all can live the lives you've always wanted.
Wow.
And what have we always wanted?
Now, don't play coy with me, Miss. The Battle of New York. Throne of Asgard? No problem.
What?
He's thinking, I don't want no stuff anymore. Surely his character's been on a journey.
I hope he has.
Wake up tomorrow with just a lifetime of happy memories.
They won't be real.
So where is he?
Who is this? The one that remains?
He who remains. Roman Reigns.
You there, sitting at home. Acknowledge me.
Slow your roll. Oh.
Hey there.
What took you so long?
The coffee ring stains of Mobius.
But I'm downloading the files you need now. He thinks this will be more useful.
Who?
She doesn't know anything. I can't believe how she was doing all that without knowing much at all.
She's the biggest dummy.
Oh man, goo, why?
But that translates to life. So many people in positions of power are like her.
Ooh, they just slot into the machine and like, I'll execute stuff. I don't no matter the consequence. So I wonder how he who remains is going to be depicted. What they'll look like.
Might be just one timekeeper left.
Yeah, could be. You're right.
I bet it's a Loki.
Imagine. Isn't that guy? Yeah, he's the guy.
This is wild.
He who remains.
He who remains. She still calling me that? Come on, let's talk. Not what you were expecting, Don't tell me I'm a disappointment.
Just a little bit easier to kill.
Whoa. You haven't found anything out yet. You're already like.
Why would you want to kill him?
Slow your roll.
Ask him questions.
Get some answers.
Yeah, it's silly.
Come on.
Bad writing.
Like some Harry Potter venue. They were like, oh, we don't need this set.
Come on, you can't be that easy to kill.
No. And they go drink some tea. He's offering him to drink the tea. It's the new red pill, blue pill dilemma. Drink the tea or not.
It's the same. Look at them.
I said I wasn't to be disturbed.
Well, you're not going to be happy to see me.
Yeah. Yes, Mobius. Mobius. Rufio.
Rufio.
Remember that. Well, please let him ride the jet ski by the end of this episode.
You know, my standards might be a little bit higher in that area.
Oh, you good guy.
Timekeepers are fake. We're all variants. What mission?
That's why I had to prune you.
Now that we know your secret.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on here?
Your translator.
What? Who are you? And what the hell are you doing in my school?
Clever.
That isn't Judge Renslayer.
We had to show them so that it would be believed.
You can't kill me because I already know what's going to happen. See?
Oh, wow.
I know it all. That little look by the lake.
Look how versatile he is as an actor.
He's just doing Cowboys 1 minute, Marvel
we
next
broke
minute.
out of your little game.
Have the rest. Right
It's like
here.
Prime Minister's questions and you don't get no
Everything
answers.
that's-
Explain it, please.
There's only one way this can go.
Then why are we here?
Come on.
Yeah.
Interesting that your head would go to that.
Free will? Only one person gets free will. The one in charge.
There you go.
These shows always try to teach you
Ding.
something.
You didn't change? You betrayed me.
No, you betrayed me. I looked out for you. Hung my neck out for you. You suffer a crisis of faith and turn to those variants?
Interesting.
Yeah, you're right.
Come on, she was fighting the Loki woman. Mobius can't fight.
Where are you going to go?
In search of free will.
Interesting.
But she said only the guy at the top has free will, so
She's looking for the guy at the top.
she's coming here.
And
Is she? Or she trying to be the guy at the top?
deceptive. For a while, there was peace. Narcissistic, self-congratulatory peace. However, not every version of me was so pure of heart.
And then the timekeepers came along and saved us all.
No. No. You may hate the dictator, but something far worse is gonna fill that void if you depose.
Trade-off.
I've gone through every scenario. This is the only way. TVA, it works.
Or you're a liar.
Destroy all this, and you don't just have one devil, you have an infinite amount. Or you two run the thing.
You want to give Loki the power to run all time.
And
He lacks the power, Loki. This is God, technically.
Yeah.
Plus, he can get to it.
Personal to me.
grow up! Grow up, Sylvie! Murderer, hypocrite!
Shoot, I'm thinking
Terrible,
because of Loki's, bro.
horrific things.
Yeah.
That's it. This is what happens. The end of time.
Feels like a fresh start.
What are you doing?
Sylvie, hang on. I believe him.
He will. He's a liar, Loki.
So am I. And I don't think he was lying.
But maybe
Oh,
remove the dictator and what fills the void.
what do you think?
I know the TVA has hurt us both. But what if by taking him out, we risk unleashing something even worse?
Has this whole thing been a con?
Oh, you never trusted me, did you? This is bigger than our experience.
Why aren't we seeing this the same way?
Because you can't trust, and I can't be trusted.
Oh.
Ooh.
Then I guess we're in a pickle.
Oh man.
So we wait.
Oh man.
Well, that's the line, isn't it, guys? You can't trust, and I can't be trusted. Here we go.
Sylvie, stop.
She stopped. Ooh.
Loki's
I've
helping
been
himself
where
by
you
helping her. That's himself. That's
Mm.
themselves. They're helping themselves.
Yeah, you got there in the end.
Is I don't want to hurt you. I just want you to be okay.
Alright.
I don't find this romantic in any way, shape, or form, by the way. I find this very strange.
I don't know. It's weird. But it is what it is.
But I'm not you.
You need to do what you need to do, honey. That's how you feel.
Multi-
I don't agree with you, but
These
too.
She's the stupidest character that Marvel have created. Why? They'll make you feel good. Everyone has to suffer just so you can have your little revenge. And Tom Holland, Spider-Man flex. But she's a villain, so...
That looks like a lot of timelines.
Wow.
Looking like a Sarlacc pit and all that. Infinite multiverses. These two got each other's backs.
For all time.
Wow. Everyone just keeps working though. Well done. I don't know how you keep working through that.
Wow. Heartbroken. It was personal for her, I guess.
And like she kept saying to him, her vendetta has existed for so long, and he was more willing to change than she was.
It wasn't his life vendetta. It was hers. Nothing mattered to her. She's known him for how long? Compared to how long she's been chasing this guy.
Let me guess, he's had some great idea. That's very important.
It's done, Mobius. We made a terrible mistake.
What's done?
He's terrifying. He planned everything. He's seen everything. He knows everything.
You're an analyst, right? What division are you from?
What are you talking about?
Who are you? What's your name?
What?
Who are you?
Oh my gosh, where are you?
Where did she send him?
Oh!
He is the timekeeper.
Oh, so that's how they end it. So there's going to be season 2 then?
I was assuming it was going to wrap up fully.
Yeah, me too.
And because of that, I went in with an expectation that this was going to, just like I said, wrap up.
Yeah, me too.
So I'm left felt a bit flat.
Yeah, me
if
too.
I'm being totally honest,
I'm feeling
straight away.
disappointed actually.
But that's because my expectations weren't managed. Yes, we concluded, we know who the guy in charge is, but at the same time, let's gear up for season 2. You know, I didn't expect that kind of ending. I thought it was going to fully close off. But, you know,
interesting.
I respect it.
Yeah, this is kind of... Yeah, I'm left flat too. It's a good way of putting it. I'm just like, oh, okay, so... You took us through all those episodes to get us to that point, to now be like, wait for another season to learn more. And then what is the next season going to be about? Because it's the same storyline.
Yeah.
Technically, he's already told you what happens. There's many versions of this man.
Yeah, next season, what are we going to have? Different versions of that guy.
Yeah, maybe they're going to need to like find the good versions. Like he was describing.
So, no end credit scene either. So, yeah. Do you know what? Okay. It was a good episode. I found myself literally on the edge of my seat during the conversation that he was having with the actual timekeeper. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Because he remains because one, his whole personality is something I was not expecting.
Yeah.
And I can probably think that you weren't expecting it either.
No.
His charisma, the actor, he was amazing. The way he depicted that role was absolutely insane. His performance was fantastic.
Yeah, because, and I love the fact you picked up in, he's that God.
He was good. And like I said, the whole conversation, I was on the edge of my seat because I was thinking, what do you even ask? What do you even say to someone like that? And the things he was saying, the stories he was saying, and the questions he was asking, and the way he was phrasing things, the character was so fresh. I think the character was just refreshing. It was like, you know, in Matrix, when Neo meets the architect.
Oh, yeah.
That's how it should have been. That's how it should have been. Not that, yes, I'm the architect. And good ending. Like I said, it did leave me a bit flat, but that's because of my expectations of what this was. I thought this was going to be a miniseries, wrap it up, but clearly not. Throughout the whole episode and throughout the whole show, CGI, the special effects, the visuals were absolutely amazing.
Yeah, they went in. I'm still in shock because they got me good in that last scene because I thought that was Mobius from our universe that we've been in. So I'm thinking, okay, it's a big task, this big hurdle to overcome, but at least they're together. And no, he's not even in the right universe.
And we weren't even checking on the time. I was thinking maybe they had 10 more minutes left.
Yeah, but it was more.
It was, done. I said, what was this?
No
but that's
post-credit.
also no post credits or anything or mid credits scene. But that's a good thing. If we're thinking there's 10 more minutes left, and I think it was almost an hour. I think the episode, perhaps.
Oh right, yeah.
And it went quickly.
Yeah,
which shows how much fun we were having watching it. So, what was your general thoughts of the episode?
I thought, it was actually really good. I'm not going to talk about the ending part yet. That bit disappointed me. I loved the scenes between Owen Wilson and Gugu. It was so deep. And she gave me something in that scene that switched my opinion when she said, no, for me, we've been friends for eons, which she might even mean eons in like real time. You did this for 2 Lokis. I can understand her perspective. Okay, I get it now. I get why it's important. And the thing is, she might be crucial to next season as well. Because she's supposed to be searching for He Who Remains. You picked up on that in that scene.
Perspective is everything, right? Sometimes you've got to look at it from different perspectives. I've known you for so long. You've known these guys for a hot minute. Literally a hot minute. And you want to betray me with these guys. All of these miniseries so far have been different. They've all had a different feel. They've done well. One Division felt different to Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which felt different to this series. And when we finish watching Hawkeye, we'll also give you guys our opinions on that show. What was your general impression of the episode? What was your kind of top moments? The conversation Loki was having with Sylvie while they were fighting, I think that was a very important conversation. I really liked the quote around, you can't trust and I can't be trusted. Yeah. Trying to display, I guess, a narcissistic personality, but with growth, because for me, my takeaway from that scene was he had grown much further than she had in her journey, despite her mentioning how she'd existed and had a vendetta for even longer than he did existed. It was, at the beginning, we were talking about this is his journey, isn't it? This show. But definitely in that scene, we saw that she's stubborn, definitely more stubborn than him. Yeah. Maybe that's to do with the fact that she's been alive longer than him, so she's had this vendetta for longer than he has. Yeah. Right. But he's ready to change. He has changed. He has grown. He showed growth. He tries to fight Thanos in our timeline, and in this timeline, this Loki, as we can see, also changes. And you can argue the only Loki that hasn't changed is Sylvie. Yeah, she stayed the same. She stayed the same on her mission, even when she's been told that the universe is going to be destroyed, potentially. The other Lokis that we know, I reckon they would have been like, you know what? I just want to rule. I don't want the universe to be destroyed. Let's team up with these guys. Yeah, the choice of the director to kind of really contrast like how much one had stayed in one place. Literally, she stayed there with He Who Remains, sent Loki out of that universe, and do we know knowingly to another universe? Was she even thinking, or was she just emotional in the moment and just sent him anywhere? Yeah, that's a good question. If she knows what she was doing, wow. Does that mean she doesn't want him to stop at all? Yeah. Like, it's an interesting dynamic, and like I said, to see... I'm sure there are a lot of people who have stand the romantic relationship between Sylvie and Loki, but I don't find it romantic at all. I find it just, if someone was like, literally like, I love myself. Yeah. That's what it's supposed to be. Yeah. It's supposed to be, but it's also supposed to stretch your mind. It's supposed to show you, do you know what? If you watch this long enough, you forget that. And you'd be like, oh yeah, Loki and Sylvie. Hold on a second. They're the same person from a different universe. You know, it's like that other movie, that Predestination. Now that's the next level. At least we didn't see that in it, because that would have been mad. You make love to yourself. You give birth to yourself. Yeah. That would be. Yeah. In fact, what would happen if self-fulfilling prophecy? But yeah, it's, you know what? That was a bit weird. I'm not quite sure what you guys think. I'm not quite sure what the general consensus is regarding that, but I didn't really feel lovey-dovey, or I didn't really feel that emotional when they kissed, to be honest, because I was like, oh, this is a bit weird. But at the same time, he does love her.
I do get it. I get it. It's like, what's interesting, I don't know if it took him seeing a version of himself in so much pain. The way he was like, stop. The way he put his hands on her, that was so nurturing and caring. It was just like,
he's healing himself.
Yeah.
He's healing her, healing himself. That's why that scene was so powerful.
And that's why he looked so broken when she sent him back or sent him out of that space. He does well, that Tom Hiddleston, doesn't he? Because
he doesn't open
sad
up.
Look.
Yeah, he's another one with those red eyes.
The Tom Holland, you know what? And they hang
Tom
out
Holland
and stuff. So maybe he's learning.
Eyes, the pepper, you know, the hot Scotch bonnet.
Yeah, the accidental oh, you touch the lid and now you're like,
in your eye. Okay, let's go. The Toms. Let's call him the Toms. He did well. He acted the whole. He did well in the whole show. He's a good actor. We know that. Yeah. We know he's a great actor.
He's a great actor, and we have some great facts about him too. So do go check out, I think, our reaction to episode 1, where we give, I think, the 6 facts of Hiddle.
Check out our reaction to episode 1 and check out our reaction to episode 2 if you haven't done already, guys.
Yeah. If you had to sum up the whole series with one word, what word would you use to encapsulate?
Creative.
Yeah.
We've seen time traveling shows. We've seen shows about time and space and all these things. But the way they've explained time and the show in general has been really interesting.
Yeah.
Still didn't need loads of action because it was just, it grabbed your attention in different ways. It grabbed your attention in this way.
Yeah.
You know, it made you think about time. And time, let's be honest, guys, time is a fascinating concept that we still don't know everything about. We don't, as human beings, we still don't know. And it didn't just incorporate time, it incorporated time in detail.
Yeah.
I think. It wasn't just, time travel. No, it tried to explain it to you in a very detailed way as well. And it was a centerpiece of the whole show.
What, for me, that's blowing my mind, and if I had to choose a word, I'd say mind-blowing, and it's got a hyphen in it. So
I was going to say mind-blowing, but because it has a hyphen in it, I said creative.
You know, do you know what though? This is supposed to be, we're supposed to really buy into this as part of phase 4 of the Marvel Universe. This means that this supersedes everything we know. Thanos was the biggest bad guy they've ever had to face so far as Avengers in this Marvel Universe so far. Now introducing this layer above Thanos, above the Celestials.
I wouldn't say it's above. It's just different.
Maybe
It's just different because Thanos still can kill them. You know,
yeah, but like this person, before He Who Remains, which now we know is like multiple versions, was in charge of the one sacred timeline. So
yeah, I mean, like we said before, and like you're, I guess, alluding to as well. Whoever's in control of time, I guess, is the most powerful.
Yeah,
time is the most important. But in terms of like raw power and strength, I don't know if the Timekeeper is the strongest human being.
No,
but he definitely has the best office, the best job.
Yeah,
you know, he's got the president job, but you know, the Celestials, the Thanos, and all these other people, they're strong.
You know, I don't like sometimes when they leave things on a cliffhanger, but it's not like a massive cliffhanger. It's just like a little mini cliffhanger because we've had a lot explained.
The cliffhanger's bugging us.
Yeah,
a little bit.
The cliffhanger doesn't warrant an end of season cliffhanger because we now know, we know the reveal. So now
it's because the Falcon and Winter Soldier didn't have a cliffhanger. It just ended with him being Captain America. WandaVision didn't really have a cliffhanger. The whole situation was resolved.
True.
But this situation is we're still in the middle of this situation.
Yeah.
You know, or we just created a bigger situation, so it's nowhere near resolved. I think that's probably the difference. But
what would you give it out of 10 overall?
Out of 10, it's a shame we didn't watch it back to back on a regular basis. It's a shame that we took, you know, a month or 2 months out between episodes, so there wasn't same continuity. Yeah, I would give this an 8 out of 10, and I feel like 8 out of 10 is my safe zone right now. It feels like I've given the last few things 8 out of 10. But yeah, I would literally give this an 8 out of 10. I think it's really, really good.
I'm going to give it probably 7.5 to 8. I'm just being a bit extra because I give Falcon and Winter Soldier a 9. WandaVision for me was an 8 as well. This is as good as WandaVision, but the way that they ended it for me just knocked it down a little bit.
I think WandaVision was really slow for the first few episodes. This was quicker throughout. There were slow periods in the series, but in general, it's quicker than WandaVision. WandaVision climaxed right at the end. Because throughout the whole 4 or 5 episodes, we were thinking, what's going on? Nothing was really happening. This was better than WandaVision, let's be honest. For me, anyway. So, yeah, 7.5, 8 out of 10. We both enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Good show. Let's do this, guys. What's next? We're gonna watch Hawkeye, guys. I know we're late.
Yeah.
I know we're late. Because we are late, we might just film our reaction to the last episode.
Yeah.
We may do that and just do a whole season discussion about it. We've been told that series is amazing. Yeah, guys, smash a like, turn on your notifications, subscribe, do the damn thing, share the video, and we out. Peace.